we're gonna do a would you rather video. So I have a bunch of would you rather questions. We did this with some other people and it was fun. So I wanted to keep going.
For sure. Yeah.
Some of them are like kind of serious, and the other ones are like just not serious at all.
Let's
So,
do it. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'll start with a more serious one. Would you rather avenge the win over Ian Gary or Brian Battle?
Ooh. You know, for this, it makes more sense for me to avenge Ian Gary at this point because Battle's not even a part of the thing anymore. But that Battle one is stings so bad, man. That was hard. For the sake of my family, I gotta avenge Ian Gary. But it's like, like my mind's telling me no, but my body, man, like everything in me wants to avenge the Prime Battle one. But I gotta choose Gary for it'll just put me in a better place, so and be able to help my family. So I gotta go Gary.
Now you changed weight classes though. Would you go back up if they offered you the fight?
In an instant, man. I told my manager, I said, look, I'm a 55er, but um if I was like, any of the guys that I've lost to, if they need someone on like 3 hours notice, just call me and I'll show up. And he was like, all right, it's good to
That's
know.
a sick flex too.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it. I
It's just, yeah, I mean, yeah, Gary's the name to beat. But I mean, I walk around, I only walk around a few pounds lighter, right? Or I was when I fought my last fight in 55. I only walked around like a few pounds lighter, so it's not like it'd be them fighting the same person. Basically, I'm just a little leaner.
do you like lightweight more? You feel like healthier almost, or the weight cut's
Um,
a lot?
not healthier. It's just it is a weight cut. At 70, I didn't really cut anything. It was like, quick little sauna thing. If I had to sauna at all. My last one at 170, I just took a piss and a crap before weigh-ins and then was under. Um, so that's like, 170's always been super, super easy. No diet plan whatsoever. I just would just show up basically. At 55, I have a little bit strict. And by stricter diet, I just mean like I don't go to buffets all the time and stuff like that. Like I don't eat gluttonously. I just kind of, watch what I eat a little bit and chill out on the Korean barbecue, chill out on the Brazilian barbecue. I just like, can't do that all camp long if I'm fighting at 55 just because I stay a little bit leaner. But and then I just actually do a water cut where like, I go sweat out some pounds. But yeah, it's super easy. It's just when it comes to the actual fight, because even at 170, I was going from 170 back up to about 175 ish with all my sweats on and stuff. And at 55, I basically did the same thing. I went from like 150 to like 171. So like, or 171 to 172. So like, I'm pretty similar in size between both of them. I just have to actually do a water cut at 55 as opposed to
I
at
have a
70. I,
question.
I
Do
didn't
you
even really
feel the
have to do that.
speed difference at 155 being a leaner fighter? And is it worth cutting those extra pounds compared to how you fought at 170? Or do you kind of feel like the same fighter at a different weight class?
I do feel a little bit I do feel a little bit faster at 55. A little more springy just because like I said at 170 I was kind of just holding on to extra. I don't even know if it was like efficient weight realistically, but it was just weight like I don't know if I was any. I felt really strong at 55. I don't know it was the speed thing, right? The big difference between the two is that the guy who I'm fighting at 55 were the same size. At 70, they're like closer to 190. Some guys even heavier than that come the fight night. So at 55, the guys get up to like 175, right? And that's like what I basically get up to at 170. Those guys get up to over 190. Come weight fight day sometimes. So those guys are just way heavier than me. And not only that, I'm only 5'10", so
Yeah.
those guys are all like 6 foot, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", and with a longer reach than me too. So that's the main thing. They're just bigger dudes. I think I have the skills to beat a lot of them, and I've had tough fight. I've pushed some guys to in some rounds and stuff like that, right? So I definitely have the skill to hang with them, but it's making my life a lot harder than it needs to be because I'm just fighting guys that are a lot bigger than me.
All right, this one's a little less serious, but I feel like it goes. Would you rather lose technology forever or lose the ability to speak?
Technology or the ability to speak. Define technology. Like, is car technology? Is airplanes technology? Am I gonna have to horse and carriage and stuff around?
So
You gonna
I
catch me in a buggy?
when I
Like,
thought about it, I was thinking of like more like all internet wise, like you have no access to the internet, but you could still use like I guess you could still use a toaster.
um, I think I'd X the technology, man. I love being able to talk to people, and I don't know sign language, so I'd be screwed. Plus, my handwriting's terrible, so like to me, talking to people would just not work at all. So I think I'm just gonna X the. As long as I can jump on a plane still, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I don't need my cell phone. I'll send like messenger pigeon or something like that, some smoke signals. People will know. Or I'll just tell my homie, I'll be like, hey, yo, can you just text the homie for me or something like that? Tell him I'm on my way, you know? As long as I don't gotta like ride a horse or something, I could take my car still. That
Yeah,
that's
I
I got
asked
places
him
to be, you
asking
know?
that. I asked a different version though. I asked if he would rather lose leg, but he said he'd rather lose leg than technology because he couldn't play video games anymore.
Hmm. Over I'm keeping my leg too, man. I I don't get me wrong, I like playing video games when I get the chance to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep my legs, man. I use these things. I don't know what I would do without them.
All right, here's another one. Would you rather get never get punched again or never get kicked again?
Never get punched again, never get kicked again. Like, does that mean like my defense is just like flawless with punches, or like
They're
my
just never
checking
coming.
ability, or like that's it? Like I fight and the guy just like was like, you know what? I'm just never gonna throw a punch at Gabe ever again.
Like they're never gonna throw a punch again.
Like can I still fight
Yeah,
or
yeah, 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 yeah. Like you can still throw a punch. They can't throw a punch. Like so, like if you're throwing a head kick, they're not throwing one back. It's only punches. Vice versa.
probably probably the no the so they couldn't punch me. It would make fighting a lot easier because if all I had to worry about was kicks, like as soon as I got in close, I mean like I guess they could grapple and stuff, but I don't gotta worry about any punches coming over the top. Like I can get to a spot where their kicks are kind of nullified and then it'd be a wrap. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I mean, yeah, because yeah, I'm going the ability to just not get punched ever again, just to make my fight career a whole lot easier. Could just stand in front of them and be ready to like just block kicks and then just come at them. It'd be easy peasy, man.
I feel like that'd be a funny thing to watch. All right, so this next question, I know. Oh, he'll join back. That sometimes it bugs out, but it keeps recording. This next question, I saw a lot of football players be asked it, and I know you're like a very religious person, so I thought I'd ask because I was very curious. Would you rather eat dinner with God or win a UFC belt?
Oh man, the dinner with God, man. UFC belt. What's that gonna do for me? You know, like I over talk to God, I'll be like, hey man, like just tell me what's up with my path, man. Where am I supposed to be going? Am I doing the right things? Like, I think yeah, I think the knowledge that I'd learn from a dinner with God would far surpass anything that I'd get from winning a belt. Winning a belt would be pretty cool, but maybe I'll ask him. I'm like, hey man, because there's times in the Bible where they almost like Abraham. basically talks to God and is like, "Hey man, how about this or that? Like, are you sure?" And they like kind of go back and forth, and he's like, let like he kind of doesn't change his mind, but like he gets to have a conversation with him and tries to convince God to do something. And then later in the Bible too, Jacob wrestles God, and that wrestling convinces God to bless him. He's like, "I'm not gonna stop wrestling you until you bless me." So I mean, worst case scenario, me and God just start wrestling, and then that'd be fun.
Yeah, I saw. So they asked a bunch of like Seahawks players this question, and not a single one of them said dinner with God. They all said the Super Bowl,
That's wild. I
and
don't
I
know,
I
man.
thought that was shocking. So I thought I'd ask. I mean, I was very curious.
That's crazy. I mean, the eternal God, the creator of all things, and you're like, yeah, I'd rather have my my Super Bowl title. It's like, man, you just wrestle with him. You'd be like, God, I'm not gonna leave this dinner until you give me a Super Bowl title. And then you just see what happens, you know? Maybe he gives it to you. He's be like, hey, you know what? This kid's got spunk. Let's make it happen, you know?
All right, here we go. Next one. Would you rather fight a clone of yourself or fight your coach?
I think I'd rather fight a
That's tough.
like I think it would be really fun to fight my coach like in his prime and just like see like what he's about just to like cuz that'd be fun to do, but nah, I'd really like to fight a clone of myself. Specifically, I'd like to fight a clone of myself when I like first walked into the gym. I think that'd be fun just to see how much I progressed in life. I think like I think that'd be super sick, but just on an everyday aspect, I really wish there was two of me so I could just practice all day and get better and better. Like I have such like a high work ethic and like I'm disciplined and I'm in the gym all the time as long as I'm not injured. So if I had two of me, I'd just be able to drill like all day no matter what. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, see, that's I'm grateful because my brother's built like a brick shit house just like me. So when I first started wrestling, I was maybe like I just had this conversation with Julian Rosa. When I was 4 or 5 and started wrestling, like my brother was 10 but built the same weight, so we got to wrestle every day until I was 20. And then when I got into jujitsu, he ended up coming too. So like I've always had a partner that would always
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I like I wish I had a twin. I think that would be so sick. And a twin that like wanted to train too, or at least a sibling that wanted to do it as much as I did so we could just like go at it all the time. Cuz that's the hard part. Like you get better on the bags and stuff, but you need to like drill. Your body got to get used to like especially in wrestling, like you got to understand where they're shifting their weight so you can cut corners and all that stuff where you can give a real look. And it's like you really can't do that anywhere else. Like you need a body. So that's like it's super clutch to have someone who's willing to be on the mats with you.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, until I got bigger, then it was just like he got old.
Yeah. My older brother just started training. Well, he's been training with us for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. And it's been nice to see him training and like be about the same stuff that I'm about. That's just a cool thing to share with your brother.
Yeah, my brother he slowed down with the like grappling and stuff because I got hurt, and now he's training to be a state trooper and like doing all the testing. So he doesn't have as much time, and I don't live at home anymore, so I'm not as close to like a gym as him. So I'll still go home and do stuff with him, like lifting or like we'll go to jujitsu, but I'm very non-contact right now because I'm like in prep for surgery.
Yeah, that better to not make things any worse. I was like, cause I had shoulder surgery a couple months ago, and I was like in the gym still, and then I would just kind of spar using only my other arm, and then my coach would be like, "Gabe, like you're an idiot." I'm like, "What's he gonna do? Tear worse, man? Like I'm fine, I'm just not gonna, I'm just not gonna throw it. And then like, I'm sure there's clips like people would just like record like our little sparring sessions and I'm like just on the wall, like pressuring them with just this arm. They like go out that way and I'm just like, oh well, and then kind of circle out, switch my stance, use my kicks to get them back in front of me. It was it was fun to do because I just like handicapped myself. But yeah, probably also not the smartest thing because when he actually got inside there, probably was a bit worse than what it was in the MRI, just because I was kind of messing it up with wear and tear still.
I did the same thing when I tore my labrum. I couldn't not wrestle because it was in season, and I like wrestling in high school. I don't know if you like did it or had the chance to do it because I just had a conversation with other fighters that didn't grow up with wrestling in high school in London, I guess. But if I got injured in the middle of the season, there was no way I was sitting out until after surgery. So I just kept going.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't wrestle in high school. I played football in high school, but I finished my senior year with a like 5 separated shoulder on my right side, and then like a grade 2 or a grade 3 in my left. I broke my foot, I broke my finger, and like I was just like, whatever. Like it's my senior year, let me go. I'm just gonna finish this last thing. And like I had some offers to go play college, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, man. Especially like it's funny because even like when I was going to fix my shoulder, they were like, do you plan on playing football still? And I was like, I don't know. But they're like, well, we recommend you not do this for the separation. We're like, we recommend you not do this surgery if you plan on hitting someone really hard with that shoulder. And then after I was like, all right, for sure. And then I end up fighting and stuff my shoulders are probably in way worse positions than if I was just going to play football anyways. So it's probably good that I didn't get the surgery that they were recommending if it was going to get, I was going to continue to push it real hard. They were like, just do rehab. Uh, Oh yeah, I wish I wrestled. One of my friends was on the wrestling team and he always tried to get me to wrestle. And I would just see them in their like little leotards and stuff, man. They're little singlets. And I'd just be like, that's what you want me to do, bro? That I don't know, man. It's kind of suspect, bro. And then and I would see him our wrestling coach in particular, he would make those guys run, man. They would run and run. And I'm like, heck no, you will never see me run that much. And then fast forward a couple years, I'm running like 10 miles a day and stuff for fighting anyways. I was like, and he's always telling me to, because he's the one who got me to go train at the MMA gym that I'm at right now. He's like, dude, you should have just wrestled. He's like, we would have probably won state if you wrestled with us. Like, you messed us up. I'm like, my bad. My bad.
You got all those
No,
injuries
talking
from
about
football. What position were you?
I was I played both sides. On defense, I was a outside linebacker and then sometimes a strong safety. And then on
I knew it.
on offense, I was like a fullback or like a power back, and then sometimes a slot receiver. Every once in a while, like depending on the set, they throw me in at like a on like tight end or something too, just like for something quick. But
Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah. That every position you're playing,
I really
your
like
workhorse.
I really liked hitting people. So I remember my coach asked me one time, he's like, "Hey Green, you like to tackle or you like to hit people?" And I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, I just like to hit people. I think more than anything. I like tackling is cool, but I think I just like the contact. And he was like, I remember one time in particular, I was like running up the sideline and I had like just the safety to beat. And I like turned and ran towards the safety to hit him. And my coach is so pissed. Like, what are you doing? Like why would you do that? I'm like, I thought I could run him over. I thought that would be fun. So yeah, they didn't like that I was always looking to hit somebody. But
yeah, that's your job now.
Now, yeah. Now
exactly.
talking about like the injuries and you fighting with one hand, this question's kind of perfect. I said, would you rather fight with your hands tied or blindfolded?
Ooh, so like just kicks, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you could turn around and swing around a punch, but your hands are tied together.
Yeah, I got to go full on taekwondo, man. Or blind. I'd rather because you're gonna get knocked out by the punch that you can't see or the strike you can't see. So I think I'm going hands tied behind my back just so I can at least like try to use my head movement, dip and dodge and dive and I don't know, try to work some taekwondo kicks and like just spinning hook kicks and low kicks and I don't know whatever other kick I could think of.
See, I thought it like I'm blindfolded clearly. I'm thinking like if I hear the bell ring or anything like refs say go, I'm full sprinting right when I make contact though. I'm grappling. Just straight clinch work. Every time it
That
disconnects, just sprinting around with my hands out until I touch someone.
that is
Yeah, you can't
that's
attack
also a
stand
good
leg.
way. That's a good way. That's a good way to attack the problem. But yeah, man, if your eyes are just closed and you're just man, the guy could be right behind you and you wouldn't even know.
I assume that's how Tom Aspinall's fight felt.
Yeah, I mean that's see if you would have said eye patch, I might have been down, but you said full blindfolded. Like Bisbing basically eye patched it up. He was one eyed, but yeah, no, if I'm going both eyes gone, I'd rather just use the feet, keep my eyes open.
Now, would you rather fight a chicken-sized lion or a lion-sized chicken?
Chicken sized lion or lion sized chicken? A chicken sized lion, that's like a house cat, right? Like
It's a pretty big house
Like
cat,
that's
I
what I
feel
was thinking, but
like.
I'm thinking like it's still
maybe,
like their
maybe
claws
like
and jaw.
a very feral kind of maybe strong, maybe like fighting a what are they called? Not
It's
like
an
a bobcat because
ocelot, right?
that's
Yeah.
yeah, where it's like yeah, like a mini cougar or something like that, like a lynx. Um, I feel like a lion-sized chicken ain't nothing to mess with, man. I like chickens. I think I'm going the chicken-sized lion. Like whatever. Maybe I could pin it and then yeah, I mean
Yeah.
do whatever. Because I mean, what am I gonna do with a chicken that and they could peck me and they got like sharp talons and stuff? Forget. Yeah, and I'm going chicken-sized lion.
You just got to think you're fed for months if you take down the chicken. Like
That
that would.
That's true. That sweetens the deal a little bit. I just don't like chickens aren't just harmless, right? Chickens be like running around pecking stuff, and like they got they got claws on their feet. So imagine one the size of a lion. That's a big chicken, man. That's like
Choke his ass out.
you fighting an ostrich, man. Like an ostrich. I think an ostrich will kill you. Like
Nah, I
don't
would never. I would not allow it. The
man.
ostrich's neck is out there. I'm jumping Gilly.
I I don't know, man. That's like a modern sized dinosaur, bro. Like that's that's what I'm saying. You fight. That's like a velociraptor, bro. You fighting a velociraptor. Like or actually no, I think velociraptor is like a Jurassic Park velociraptor because I think science came out and it said the velociraptor is probably the size of a turkey and that they at Jurassic Park got it wrong. But like the Jurassic Park velociraptor that's a lion sized chicken. That's what you're trying to fight. I'm not gonna fight a raptor, bro.
I think I'm picking the lion-sized chicken just for the dad lore. Imagine telling your kid like you have that thing mounted on your fireplace, like a massive
Uh,
chicken head, and you're like,
And
I
then
took that down.
and then the homie comes over. He's like, "Bro, you killed the chicken." And they're like, "But Gabe killed the lion." And then I'm like, "I did. I killed the lion. The size of the lion doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's I killed the lion."
I guess that's true. Yeah. Imagine making it a rug and it's just the size of your shoe. It's just a little.
That's that when you say you killed a lion and you ask how big it was, I'm gonna be like, "Yep." I'm gonna just keep on walking. That's how I'm gonna end it. I'm like, "Yep, lion. Yeah, rear naked choked him."
No, I asked this question last time because it was Jacob. I don't know how to say his last name. The Polish dude's fight when he got the submission with the last 5 seconds. But would you rather get knocked out in the first 5 seconds or submitted in the last five?
Uh, Subbed in the last five because at least I got to fight. It pains like it hurts to go through all the fight camp and the preparation and then not even get to fight. It's um like failure to launch, man. You just kind of like sitting there like, dang, like I didn't even get to do nothing. I'd much rather be like winning the whole fight and then just get caught at the end, you know? At least I was in there and I got to like display my skills a little bit.
See, the only like part of this conversation where I said I might rather get knocked out was simply because I feel like if there's 5 seconds left on the clock and I get caught in a submission and I tap, I would be like generationally depressed when I got home, and I was thinking like, I can't believe I didn't just let him rip it off. That's but I mean, then again, I would I'd go through the pain. I duct tape my arm to my body when I tore it during wrestling. I don't mind. I don't mind a little torn ligament.
Yeah, no. If the stopper goes on and it's like clack clack clack, especially if I think I've been winning the fight, I might just let them snap. Like if it's an armbar or something like that, I'm like, dude, like whatever, break it. I got freaking. You got to break it and then knock me out in these 10 seconds. So try your best. It'd be a little bit different if it's like a choke or something like that. I definitely wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't tap. But if I just like went limp or something like that, and the ref stops it, and the ref stops it.
David, you want to ask your question?
Yeah. I was about to do that, but then I was gonna do that, and then my friggin' camera kept bugging out. So here's a scenario: you have to kill a line of terrorists. Your only weapon is either a plastic spoon or a plastic toothbrush. Which one do you pick?
A plastic spoon or a plastic toothbrush.
And you can still use your hands and all that, but you just also happen to have the toothbrush or the spoon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if either of them are gonna even help me much. I feel like I'm gonna be doing everything with my own like hands at that point, really. I'm gonna go toothbrush so that after I handle all of them, I just like I'll brush their teeth or just so I can say that I did it. And be like, imagine the headline like Gabe Green takes down terrorist group and then brushes their teeth after because they were filthy. And just that alone right there. And we're like, wait, you really did that? I'm like, well, yeah, I had the toothbrush in my pocket. I didn't know what else to do with it. And their their teeth were kind of, yellow. So I was like, I got you, don't trip. Get sponsored by
I think.
a toothbrush company for the rest of my life.
That'd be a dope sponsor. I've never even thought about that being a sponsor.
Yeah.
Get one of those super mechanical ones, man. Be like, shh, just brushing it up. Maybe a toothpaste sponsor too. Like, dude, that's changed my name to the
Yeah.
dentist. The
Feel
dentist
like you
Gabe
get a
Green.
lifetime supply of Colgate too. You'll never have to worry about
Oh,
your teeth.
for sure.
Yeah.
Everything, mouthwash, everything. Like, that'd be the thing. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I was the guy who cleaned up the terrorists in more ways than one.
Now, would you rather relive high school or skip straight to 60?
Relive high school. I
Really?
didn't even I didn't even experience high school. I was homeschooled 6th grade through like the end of my 10th grade. So like I only went to 11th. I went through my 5th grade year, and then after my 5th grade year, I went my 11th and 12th grade year in public school. The rest of the years I was being homeschooled at home because I was sick. I was too sick to go to school. But yes, I mean, I don't even know what high school is, but like my 11th and 12th grade year were pretty solid. So, I got nothing to complain about. And I wouldn't want to skip 260 right now, especially like, I got wife, baby, and stuff like that. I want to cherish every second with them. I don't want to skip past the 60. Yeah, I'd much rather go back and do high school again, especially if it meant like, I just started again from scratch at high school. I'd be like, my one goal would be like, find my wife, make sure I have a baby with her still, and then like that'd be it. I probably would just start fighting way earlier. I probably would start wrestling in high school.
Yeah. And you get a chance to hit all those people in football too.
That's
Once
true. I don't
again.
even realistically, I don't even know. I think if I like had the chance to go to high school and like I would probably just wrestle. I wouldn't even go I wouldn't even
Really?
play football. Yeah. Like football's fun and all, but the wrestling would be so much more useful. And the only thing I really got out of football was I mean, don't get me wrong, I got some solid friends that I'm still friends with. But I could be friends with them without football. And
Yeah.
when it comes to the like, mostly I just kind of sacrificed my body for the team and just like let it get destroyed. So it didn't really do a lot for me.
It's valid.
Someone sent in this question, and I think it's kind of funny, so I thought I'd ask. Would you rather accidentally send a risky text to your opponent or Dana White?
Hmm. How? What? Define risky. Like, what do we? What are we saying?
I don't know. Maybe like you're booty butt naked in the mirror and you
Yeah.
send it by accident.
You hit a you
Um,
up text.
I feel like if I did it to my opponent, it would end up all over social media. I feel like if I send it to Dana White, it wouldn't. But he'd be like, you know, like, what the heck's going on? And I mean, it's tough. I might. I don't want it all over the internet, so I might just go Dana White, man. I'll be like, yo, bro, sorry, Dana. I thought wrong Dana. My bad, bro. Like, whoops.
That's awesome.
I think I'd send one to Dana right now, honestly. Maybe he'll get us like closer to a job for the UFC if I just like start sending him pictures of my toes or something. That's what Steven Aspen said. I mean, on his Dana White Contender Series, he told Dana he'd suck his toes, and the next thing he was in the UFC.
Well, you never know, man. You never know.
All right, I mean that was really it. It's fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah.
1:30, so
1:30 for us.
that was great. I mean, I want to say hopefully your arm heals better and you get some fight news when you want it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for having me on, man. Thank you for doing this. This is cool.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't. Whenever you guys want to do anything, just let me know. If I got time in my schedule, I got you.
Hell yeah, dude! I could talk to you all day, man. If it wasn't 1:30, I'd keep on talking. You're super cool, very interesting, and love talking to you, man. It's really a pleasure.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, I mean, I'm boring. You guys are falling asleep, man. It's all right. You don't have
No,
to
you're
laugh. It's
not.
all right.
No,
No,
you're.
no.
Oh my
I'll just kidding. I'll just kidding.
I'm just all
god.
Just
that
kidding.
and just sit around. So this was awesome. I hope I wish you good health and everything moving forward and until next time we speak.
Yeah. And
And
hey, you mentioned you want to fight in New York, and we go to the New York fight every year. So hopefully, we'll be in the stands watching you in
and then
November.
after we'll fly to Italy and go to the homie's
And
house. Let's go. No,
yep, exactly,
Oh, I'm
I got the
down with
exactly.
that.
first round of food on me, guys. Don't even trip.
That'd be awesome. Nah, first round of food on my grandmother.
On your
Cooking, yeah,
grandma.
Yeah,
she's cooking it.
you
Let's
gotta
go.
let the family over there cook for you,
Gotta
brother.
let the Nona do it. Yeah, my man, I'm down, man. My grandma passed away, so I haven't had